Hey guys, this is OLB One Lucky Bullet, and it has been a minute, but as you can tell, we are doing a little project here. So, kind of wanted to drop in, make a quick video on the new back covers from JSOX. I guess that's how you pronounce it. It's kind of a, whatever. But as you can tell, I went with the blue one. So I just installed the triggers. I'm going to try out these high triggers, and you can tell that's a pretty big difference versus the original backplate that comes with your Steam Deck. It's pretty easy to get it off. You're going to have several screws, as you can tell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws, and then just use your little spud and just pry it, pop it right off. Don't forget to take your SD card out if you have one, or you'll snap it in half, and then I'm sure you won't be happy. But yeah, so far it looks good. I think it looks very nice. It's different, so we're gonna try that out. I mean, I've already done the guild kit hall sensors. I did those. Those were not terrible, but they were kind of a pain because you have to solder. And if you're not good at soldering, then good luck if you want to keep the touch sensitivity on your sticks. And then I also have already installed a 1 terabyte 2230 drive in this. Not bad. So when you buy this JSOX, it does come with the case, obviously. Comes with these little finger condoms, I guess, so you don't touch the inside and get fingerprints on it. It comes with these screws, and they're for the buttons right here. Because see, on this, there are no buttons. It's just rivets or plastic rivets in there. So it comes with those, and then it also comes with the screws for the side, the 4 screws, which it looks like they give you an extra one. And the 4 in the middle, which looks like they give you an extra one for that. And then obviously I still have the original factory ones in this little iFixit kit. I think this is like 12 bucks. Probably one of the best little things if you're going to be doing some of this stuff. It's got a little separator in here where you can keep your screws. It's got pretty much every little bit that you need for doing this stuff. So that's what we're doing to the Steam Deck. And then we have this, the GPD win4. Right now I'm copying some ROMs and stuff over to this SD card because I did a full wipe on it, and we're getting ready to install this into it because currently it has 512 gigs in it, and for me, I want more space. So obviously that'll be something big for me. I'm going to do a video on this, hopefully soon, whenever I get time. I mean, I'm obviously in a Sonesta Suites right now because I'm out of town again, which I'm always out of town. So it's a little difficult, and it's a little hard to keep the motivation going to, do things when you get 5 seconds of downtime. I was using this case on my Steam Deck, and it's a good case. I got it off Amazon. I think it was like 10 bucks, 12 bucks. It's not bad. It's okay. I just kind of was tired of a case and wanted to do something with a little bit different of a grip on the back of it, and the heat plate and all that. So we'll give her a go. We'll see how she does. Definitely excited about this, putting this in. Not looking forward to this. So this little piece of trim has to be taken off once you get all the screws off the back to be able to pop it apart. And a lot of people have said they broke theirs. I believe they say there's an extra one in the box. I don't have the box with me, so I hope I don't break it. This is the case that I'm using for that. So it's kind of hard to find cases for this right now. Even the official one is not very good. So I ended up ordering this off Amazon. It was 20 bucks, but it fits perfectly. Supposedly it fits a Switch Lite as well. Then I also picked this up. So that's the 8-Bit Dough Ultimate. And that is to be used with this. So I've had this for a while. This is my ViewSonic. I believe it's a 2K screen. USB-C powered, USB hookup. But it's good for when I'm traveling in hotels and stuff. And, you know, just want to sit here and prop it up on the desk and, you know, play hands-free on a bigger screen I can. So, you know, like I said, this was just a quick video just to say, hey, this is what I'm doing. Definitely excited about these buttons. I don't know how much I'm going to like the thickness of these. It's hard to say. They do have other ones that are, you know, slightly more poking out. And then they have the originals, which are the same size as the stock ones that are on the back already. I'm okay with those. I just wanted to try something different and, you know, go with a different look. So let me know what you guys think. Once I get everything back together, I'll let you guys know how it is, what I think of it. Like I said, if you guys are interested in me doing a more in-depth explanation on these sticks, I can. As well as on this, the GPD win4, I will give some good thoughts on it because this is an expensive piece of hardware there. Obviously, it's got the 16 gigs of RAM, 6800U, 680M processor. It is supposedly slightly more powerful than the Steam Deck, but it's a Windows-based handheld, which you can put SteamOS on it if you want, but, you know, obviously I have a Steam Deck. So I wanted this for the stuff that is not verified on here. So like Destiny, Call of Duty, things like that I want to play on here. Plus, it sure helps having the, you know, slide out keyboard. That's pretty awesome. So if you want to play something like Final Fantasy 14 or Lost Ark or, you know, some MMO, New World, I don't know if anybody even plays that anymore. But if you want to play something like that, you have that to be able to chat or hotkeys or whatever. But basically I use this for a lot of emulation. This thing will run everything up to PS3, 360, Switch games. I don't really get into that because I own a Switch, so I don't really do much emulation on those systems. I mainly emulate PS2, Dreamcast, and down. But yeah, it's nice to have something powerful where I can do a lot of hacks on it, widescreen, you know, filters, integer upscaling, you know, just to make it look crispier or however you want. It is a 6-inch screen, so obviously you lose a little real estate versus the big boy Steam Deck, which has a 7-inch. And I also had a Logitech G Cloud, and I will say that was probably one of the most comfortable handhelds, but I just didn't, I don't know. It was for the price of what it is, I just didn't care for it. So I ended up selling it off. I had a WinMax 2. You know, I wanted to do a lot of videos on a lot of these, but had a WinMax 2. I actually liked that one a lot. The 10-inch screen was awesome. It was just not very good to try to lay in the bed and, you know, you're trying to play a game at night, you know, because the sticks and the controls were up here and the full keyboard, and it was, you know, but it was awesome. I mean, it has a beautiful screen, amazing screen on it, but it just wasn't practical. Now, if you're in the market for like an Ultrabook that you're using for work and gaming, you know, it makes sense. I had a Win600. I had that for maybe 2 weeks and I sold that because that thing was terrible. I had the 3050E model because they came out with two models, a 3020 and a 3050, I believe. And I upgraded the RAM in it because they ran with a single channel stick of RAM in it, which is the dumbest thing. And then it has that processor, and it's, yay, if you want to emulate, okay, that's cool. But there's, you know, the Odin and Odin Lite can emulate, and they're $150, you know, $200. The Retroid Pocket 3, you know, $150. I mean, so you can get great emulation. That thing was $400, and I regretted it after I got it, and I started using it. The layout was terrible on it. The screen wasn't that great. The battery was horrendous on it. One of the worst things ever. So, you know, definitely just trying to stay up to date with some of the tech. Obviously, I can't go and buy every new system that comes out. So usually when I get a new system, I like to do a video or two on it. I haven't even done one on my Steam Deck really. And I haven't done one on this. So my goal over the next, you know, several days or whatever is to give my honest opinion on the Steam Deck. I've had it for a year now. Well, right at a year. I pre-ordered it the day you could, and I ended up getting put into, I reserved the 512 version. Ended up getting put into the third wave. And I ended up getting it July, I think it was July 4th I actually got it last year. So July 4th or 14th, whatever the day the original pre-orders were on, I got it a full 365 days later is when I actually got it. So it was kind of funny. But I've had it since then. And like I said, I've got a 1 terabyte micro SD card. I've got a 1 terabyte 2230 drive in it. I've done the sticks, doing the back plate now and the back buttons. So as you can tell, I love the machine. I think it's great. I think it's, you know, the reason we're getting all these new handhelds and everybody's trying to copy the Steam Deck, but they don't seem to understand you can't really copy it. I mean, you can have this and it looks like a PSP or a PS Vita, but it's still not that. So, you know, Steam obviously has control over their operating system and you know, paid $650 for this, and you know, it was worth every penny, but I guarantee you they're losing money on it because they're making money back off the Steam operating system and off the game sales. Shouldn't have said operating system, off the game sales. You know, obviously I could put Windows on here, but I've heard lots of horror stories about putting Windows on it and the controls don't register right, or there's certain drivers missing. So I don't really want to do that. Hence that. But yeah, so I will keep everybody posted. I'll you know, hopefully have some time to make a follow-up video on this and let you guys know what my thoughts are. And then I'll let you guys know how I like these buttons versus the original, and if I end up having to go to the medium set or if I just stick with what I've got. All right, as always, I appreciate you guys watching. Leave me a comment below. If you're not subscribed, doesn't hurt anything, sure helps the algorithm. Peace out, catch you on the next one.